still have facial hair.
Yeah, glorious facial hair.
Yeah.
That's usually the trade-off. You know, you lose it up here, but then you get this real.
Are you gonna grow a mountain man beard?
No, I start looking too homeless. Uh, yeah, yeah. No, I think whenever I start getting too grizzly, I look at myself in the mirror and I don't feel quite as sharp looking, and then so that has an effect on my self-esteem, and that cascades over into the rest of my world, productivity, and happiness.
Well,
Understood.
I'm
I try to
curious.
keep.
Have like a certain length that you go for?
Yeah, just a
Like
couple,
how much is like there before your chin?
like a inch and a half maybe in between. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I would love to have facial hair to cover up my double chin. That'd be a perfect thing.
Uh huh. It could be used for that.
And then I could be a sideshow attraction too.
Yeah, yeah.
About 2:02, I just took us live. If we can, I'm going to turn the meeting over to my father and I'll make him the host so he can screen share. And we'll do another meeting today on EFT tapping. Go ahead, Dad.
All right. You muted.
Oh, yeah, Dad, your microphone is currently muted, so that's going to be on Zoom. We can't hear you on Zoom. It looks like your microphone is muted at the bottom left. It should be the bottom left button on your laptop screen.
I'm sorry. How's that, guys?
Much better.
Very good.
All right, Mark. I want to ask if you feel comfortable doing so. In fact, I want to ask everybody if you feel comfortable doing so to let your video be shown, because I'm going to, again, as I did last time, ask you for some feedback several times in today's meeting. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm going to move along pretty quickly. I'm going to ask that we have minimal interruptions. Okay, I've got this down to 30 minutes, and I think you're really going to enjoy this. I remember last time we were together, I promised that the next time I would show you more of the full power of EFT, and I've got something for you today that I think you're really going to be interested in. At this point, I hope that all of you have this printed out. And if you don't, no worries. You know, we'll deal with it in a minute. If you don't have a printout, it's important that you have something to write with also, and some water to drink. We're going to drink a bit of water in between tapping rounds. Now, in the event you don't have this printed out, and also for the benefit of folks that might watch this later by YouTube, I've asked all the folks here to print out a document I sent them, but you can easily create that. And you'll also need a blank piece of paper to write on, something to write with, and some water. So I'm going to pause for about 5 seconds for benefit of those of you that are watching this later on YouTube. You can gather that stuff. So if you would, take the time to do that now.
All right. Just looking for that printout link. There we go. All right.
Okay, we're back, and by now you should have your water and a blank piece of paper and a or your printout, a blank piece of paper or your printout, and something to write with. Now, if you don't have the printout, no worries. Take a look at mine. This is my quick and dirty printout that I created earlier today. I'm gonna try to hold this still. If you don't have the printout, just recreate this on your piece of paper. Right here, this says event. This is an abbreviation for emotion. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. I know that makes no sense to you now, but I'm just going to hold this here for a moment. Again, I'm going to pause for 5 seconds and let those of you on YouTube look at your frozen screen, recreate this, and when you've got it done, just click again. We'll go. Okay, we're back. So I want to remind you, please silence your phones if you haven't done so. I did mention earlier that I'd like to do this with a minimum of interruptions today, but I want to say this. During tapping sessions, it is possible for for us to have. Sometimes people have strong emotions come up unexpectedly. And today we're going to be addressing some annoyances in our lives, some things that annoy us a little bit, things that bug us a little bit, and use body tapping. I actually use EFT to lower the amount of emotional upset associated with some things that bug you right now. If we're doing this and you suddenly feel triggered strongly, I wouldn't say that it's common, but it can happen. I want to ask a favor of all of you. I have techniques at hand to help people deal with that. And if that happens, I would like for you to speak up and say so, and everyone else be quiet, please, while I work with that person. Okay? So just a little word there. Okay?
Yeah.
So does everybody have their sheet? Show me your sheet, please. Good. Sheet accountability. Okay. For the benefit of those of you that worked with us last time and might not know this, I wanted, before we get into the meat of the presentation, I would like for you to use that sheet, and I'm going to hold mine up. Use that sheet. Under the event column, I would like for you to take the time to write down 3 events that, as you think of them right now, that bother you when you think of them. We're talking about things that annoy you, something that, and we're not talking about a deep thing, no deep trauma from the past, no sexual trauma, no psychological trauma, physical trauma, anything like that. But things that, do any of you have things that bug you? Things people do, things people say? Probably me. I might be bugging you right now. Well, what I would like for you to do is do take this seriously. This is important to your learning today, okay? Take the time, if you haven't done so, to list 3 events that, as you think about them, in this moment right now, cause some level of within you, some level of upset, some level of unhappiness or discontent, discord within you when you think of them. It could be something your coworker says or does. Could be in something that your kid said yesterday, a concern with your spouse or your partner, a neighbor. It could be something within you, something that you're mildly maybe upset with yourself over. That when you think of it right now, causes you some level of discontent. I'm going to wait for a while, and once you've done that, once you're ready to move on, and this is important, just kind of wave at me when you're ready. That's all. And we're just filling out the event column, that's all. All right, good. Good. Now, in the second column, emotion. I want you to consider these three events one at a time, and identify what emotion you feel when you think about that thing, whatever it is. And again, I want to let you know I'm not going to ask you for any of this information, at least not the event. I may ask you for something else later. I'm not going to ask you what the event is, but whatever it is, look at your first event. Bring it to mind as clearly as you can in this moment. What emotion do you feel as you think about that right now? Event number one. Anger, sadness, frustration, joy. It's probably something negative. If it bugs you, it's something negative. But whatever it is, just identify that emotion as it relates to you. It's your words. And just write that emotion in the blank. Take them one at a time, please, and write your reflections down. And again, when you're through with the three, wave at me, please. Thank you. All right. I'm going to share my screen with you and show you something. Now we're going to go to column number one. Here is some of you printed this out. Here's what some of you are filling out right now. But for those of you that don't have this form, take a look at this. Let me see if I can make that a little larger. On this scale from 0 to 10, let's talk about how much upset you might feel. 0 means when I think of this thing, I feel absolutely no stress whatsoever. On the other end, when I think about this event right now, it upsets me so much I can hardly manage myself. A 9 or a 10 means just it upsets me uncontrollably. And you see descriptors for each of these numbers, and I know that this is subjective. But in as much as you can, again, and this is the last thing like this we're going to do before we move on, write down your subjective numbers as you feel them right now, as you bring each of these events to mind, one at a time, one at a time. No rush. This is important. And again, please wave when you're through. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to stop sharing now. And let's see, James, are you ready, James? I didn't see your wave. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. That's important stuff. Okay, for a very quick review. I'm looking at the time. A very quick review of the tapping points. I'm going to do this. I've got my mojo down on this, guys. Last time I did this, that took way too long, and I think this is going to go a lot faster. I want you all to do what I do and say what I say. I'm going to do this 5 times, and you're going to do it with me. And we're going to start with like a bird's eye view, and we're going to get closer and closer to the weeds as we go. But first, say what I say and do what I do. Number 1. Please unmute. Number 1.
Number 1.
Number 1.
I should hear 5 people talking, or 4. Well, all right, number 1. Number 2, just kind of touch this area of your head. I'm in the crown of my head. Number 2.
Number 2.
I'm going to lean in. Number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Number 4.
Number 4.
5.
5.
5.
6.
6.
7.
7.
7.
8.
8.
I'll
8.
explain more later. And I'm going to stand up a bit. Number 9.
9.
Now, you will know that those are different parts of the body that we're going to be tapping on. Most of them are on the face. 3 of them were near the eyes. And now, before we do it again, I want dig in a little bit on the eyes. Eyebrow point, you don't need to know the names of these, but this is number 3, 4, and 5. They're all centered around the eyes, of course. Number 3, eyebrow point, is where your eyebrow starts, but not so much on the forehead. Go down, and I use a couple of fingers typically, and it's just inside this orbit here, kind of in that area. If you get anywhere close, you're good. Number 4, my fingers are on the bone right there, but also somewhat on the softer, fleshy. Number 4. Everybody say number 4.
Number 4.
Number 4.
All right, number 5. You can't miss this. It's just on the bone under the eye, about an inch below. You can't miss it.
Number 5.
3, 4, and 5. We're going to come down to number 3 from number 2.
5.
We're going to go, think of going straight down to the nose, going straight down here, and then we'll continue going down the body. So here we go. Let's do all 9 again. Say and do, please. Here we go. 1,
1,
2,
2,
2,
3,
3,
3,
4,
4,
4,
5,
5,
6,
6,
7,
7,
9,
8.
8,
8,
I'll cover that in a minute. And then 9.
9.
9.
Okay. Now, number 2, the top of the head point. It's at the very top of your head. The very top of your head. And as you figured out by now, we're using points that are known as acupuncture points, but we're calling them acupressure points. More about that later. But the top of head, it's the highest point of your body when you're standing up straight. Top of head. Now, as we continue to do this, let's have some fun. I want to ask you to pay attention to your body. As you tap these different places, you are probably going to feel, at least in some of the instances, you're going to feel some energy moving in your body. I can feel that in my pelvic floor right now as I do that. Pay attention to your body. On each one of these points, you'll feel something moving around. And let me explain what's happening. These points, when we tap them, these are acupressure points that are on the meridians that the Chinese identified thousands of years ago. I don't know how they did it. It's amazing, but they did. And these points are piezoelectric, which means when they are tapped, when they are mechanically stimulated, they send bioelectricity through special pathways into the cells of your body. I could, if any of you are ever interested, I could take the time to share the science with you later. Sometime it's fascinating. But that's what you're feeling. You're feeling bioelectricity move. Top of head. Now, let's talk about this collarbone point. Now, everybody do this. Put your finger on this U-shaped notch right here. Okay? Now, I'm going to take my 4 fingers, put them together, and I want to put them just kind of outside that notch. And I want to go about 1.5 inches diagonally at a 45-degree angle to the midline of my body. Here's my notch. I'll just do it with one hand. Here's my notch. So I want to go about 1.5 inches just off the breastbone, just off the bone, okay, off the collarbone, into what feels like cartilage. It's not bone, but it's not soft either. And there you go. Now on these bilateral points, like number 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9, you can do them either one side or the other. You can do both. There's no wrong way to do it. I like to do both. Go ahead.
I do have a quick question for you. For us female viewers, that position 9 is not necessarily able to be reached.
Okay, no worries. Is it accessible with one hand?
No.
If it
Sorry.
It looks like you've got it. I don't know. I can't tell.
Well, no, that would be decided.
And by the way, this last point that she's bringing up, number 9, The underarm point is about where a woman's bra strap would go around the body to the back, okay, as far as position. Okay, and you can just do it with one hand if you want. Okay, if you can't reach it, you can't reach it. Thank you, Amber.
Thank
So,
you.
all that being said, now let's speed up, okay? Just a little bit, just a little bit. And we're becoming really familiar with these points, and we're going to jump in and use our sheet, okay, guys? Am I talking too
Sounds
loudly?
good. No, you sound good.
Right, here we go. Say and do. One,
One.
pay attention to your body. I'm feeling it in my left leg. Wow, there's one. Two,
Two.
three,
Three.
four,
Four.
Four,
five,
five,
six,
six,
just under the nose. You can't miss it. Number 7 is in the cleft of the chin in that depression.
seven,
7. Then the collarbone point. It's not on the bone, but we call it collarbone. There's 8. And I like to give that puppy a pretty good thump. And then number 9, underarm.
Nine.
That's it. That's it. So here's the rationale. We always, and this is the basic, what we call in EFT, the basic protocol. All right. We always start with the side of hand, we call it, and then to the top of the head, and we go down the body. So here we go. Last time, everybody, with me. 1,
one,
2,
Two.
two,
Two.
3,
three,
Three.
4,
four,
Four.
5,
five,
Five.
6,
six,
Six.
7,
Seven.
8,
Eight.
Eight.
and 9. I'm going to hug myself. 9.
nine.
Just for kicks and giggles, could any of you feel anything on any of those points? Could you feel anything in your body?
I think I could, but I'm trying so hard to do it that I
Focus,
can't.
yeah.
But soon
Yeah.
it'll unlock it.
Yeah. I want to say again, the only way to do this wrong is to not even try. That's the only way I know of because, and you'll see why I say that in a moment. It's a very forgiving process. It's kind of like making, spaghetti sauce out of a jar. You just cannot mess your spaghetti up. So if you're anywhere close, that's a great thing. And incidentally, somebody said something about I can't feel anything. This is a great way to get to sleep at night. I do it every night before I go to bed. I don't say anything, but I just do body tapping. Okay.
I noticed
And
a strong feeling of relaxation and wanting to close my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's not unusual. Not unusual at all.
We had talked briefly 2 weeks ago about how I have neuropathy, and it's actually been something that I've been doing ever since then. And it particularly helps at night because my legs get to feeling very bad, and so I've been doing this, and this helped.
Awesome.
Good. Thank you for sharing that, Amber. I'm glad. I'm really glad to hear that.
Ew.
Okay. What I just taught you, for those of you who've never seen it before, what I just showed you, the 9 points, are half of emotional freedom techniques. Actually, I should say it's half of what we call the basic recipe. I just showed you the tapping portion of the basic recipe shortcut. This protocol involves tapping on the body, yes. It also involves, there's a cognitive part of it too. And we're going to move into that now, and we're going to use our events. I'm going to pretend that I am annoyed with a coworker in the next cubicle that I'm forced to work with every day who sniffs. He sniffs every 2 minutes. It's annoying. So watch how what we just did is combined with what we call the setup statement. Here it goes. Even though I feel this annoyance at my coworker's constant sniffing, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I feel annoyed at my coworker's constant sniffing, I deeply and completely accept myself. Now listen to how the voice of my voice changes at the end of the statement, the third and final time. Even though I feel this annoyance at my coworkers, when I think of my coworkers' constant sniffing, I deeply and completely accept myself. Now the other 8 points with a reminder of what I'm annoyed with or what I'm feeling. This annoyance. Annoyed at my coworker. Annoyance. This annoyance. Being annoyed. Feeling annoyed by my coworker. I'm just reminding myself why I'm doing this. Feeling annoyed at my coworker. This annoyance. And that's it. That's the combination of the body tapping and the setup statement, which comprises the EFT basic recipe shortcut. A basic shortcut recipe, I said it incorrectly. That's it. And that's how we're going to do it. Now, let's use your event. What I'd like for you to do is look at your sheet. All right? Let's look at our sheets. And look at the annoying thing, whatever it is. Look at your event that you rated the highest in terms of how much it annoys you, how much angst you feel when you think about it right now. And we're going to use that. We're going to use that event and that emotion. We're going to ignore the other two for now, for reasons you'll see later. But be prepared to use both those. And here's how it works. I'm going to give you the words that you're going to repeat after me. And I'm going to do this with my hand. And that's a blank. I'm drawing a blank in the air. And the blank is for your event. Use your words, not mine. And your emotion. Okay? And when it comes to that, I'll just be quiet. So it's important that you talk out loud if you're comfortable doing so. We're not talking about deep, dark traumas. We're talking about annoyances. So if you're cool with talking out loud, I think it will benefit you to do it that way. Let's do one round of tapping. Let's do one round of tapping using that event and that emotion. Okay, everybody ready? Here we go. Just repeat after me and fill in your event and your emotion. Actually, emotion, then event. Even though I feel this.
Even though I feel
this sorrow
related to
to missing my kids,
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Even though I feel this.
Even though I
feel this regret,
feel this sorrow
about
my substance
about
use,
missing my kids,
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply accept myself.
Third and final time. Even though I feel this.
Even though I feel this sorrow
regarding
my substance use,
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Now use your emotion. This
sorrow.
This fear.
This sorrow.
This
sorrow.
This
sorrow.
This concern.
This
sorrow.
This
sorrow.
feeling this
This sorrow.
this thing that I feel, and
This
This-
sorrow.
all right. Here's where the water comes in. Let's all take a drink. Now, take a look at your form. Take a look at your form, and think about that event you were just tapping on. Bring it to mind as presently, as clearly as you can. Is the emotion the same? It could have gone it could have gone up in strength. It could have gone down in strength. It could have remained the same, or you may feel a different emotion right now. That happens. Whatever it is, if you need to change the emotion, do that on your form. But again, and I'm going to share my screen, guys, because some of you may have not seen this before. Use, what did I do wrong? Oh, there it is. There's your scale. I know it's subjective, but in that column that says number 2, write down whatever strength that you subjectively feel that you feel that emotion now, whatever that emotion is related to that event. No rush. Wave at me, please, when you're through. All right. Everybody through? All right. Just a little bit feedback for me. Please do this if it went up compared to the first time. Please do this if it went down compared to the previous, or if it stayed the same. Okay. If you would please give me beginning the first number and the second number, John.
My first number was 8, and my second number went down 1 notch to 7.
Okay, Amber.
My first number was 10, and my second number I put down was 16, but I have a very unique thing, and I'm not afraid to share this. What I had wrote down is people talking over at the top of me, that was not knowing that we were going to all be talking at one time. So that was just triggering.
Oh, so all of us speaking at one point actually knocked yours up?
Yeah.
I see.
Good to know. Thank you. So yours went way up, correct?
Mhm.
All right. James.
10 and 9.
Mark.
8 and 8.
Oh, you said it remained the same.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it again. This time we're going to change the wording, change the words a little bit. Here we go. Use the same event. Here we go. Even though I feel this
fear
Even though
related
I feel
to
this sorrow
use.
related to missing my kids.
I deeply and
I
completely
deeply
accept
and
myself.
completely
Deeply and
accept
completely
myself.
accept myself.
I apologize. I did that slightly incorrectly. Let's do it a second and third time. Even though I feel this remaining
Even though I feel this remaining
Even though
fear
I feel this remaining sorrow
related to,
related to missing my kids.
I deeply and completely
I deeply
accept
and
myself.
completely
accept myself.
Even though
Even though
I have this
I have
remaining
I have
fear
this remaining sorrow
related to,
related to missing my kids.
I deeply and
I
completely
I
deeply
deeply
accept
and
myself.
completely
Accept myself.
accept myself.
Second point, top of head. Now remember, this remaining,
This remaining fear.
this remaining sorrow.
this remaining,
This remaining.
This remaining sorrow.
this remaining
This remaining
emotion, whatever it is. This remaining emotion,
This
This
remaining
remaining
sorrow.
fear.
this remaining emotion,
this remaining sorrow,
this remaining emotion,
this remaining sorrow,
this remaining
this
This
remaining
remaining
Emotion.
fear.
fingers together if you're all okay with that. This remaining,
This remaining
this
fear.
remaining sorrow.
and let's take a drink. Now in column, I think we're on column 3.
2. Oh, no, sorry, 3. You're
Okay,
right.
I was thinking we had written down 2 numbers. On column 3 now, ladies and gentlemen, let's as you bring that to mind, that same event, what is the level or the strength of upset when you think about that right now? Write that number down. Oh, I'll share my screen again for those of you that may be interested in seeing that scale. And please wave when you're through. All right, thank you. Okay, this is good feedback for me as a trainer. John, can you give? I don't care. Again, everybody, I don't need to know the event. Doesn't matter whatsoever. But I'm interested in all 3 numbers, starting with the first one. John, please.
Let's have 8, and then went down to 7, and now down to 6. That's kind of
Amber. Okay, thank you. John, Amber, are you okay with sharing your numbers?
Yeah, it was a 10 and then went up to a 16, and now I would say I'm down to a 9.
Mark?
I say the same.
Okay.
Because, this particular issue is a relationship issue, and I don't feel like I'm going to achieve relief in that emotion by just focusing on myself, because it's a relationship issue.
Okay. All right, thank you. James?
10, 9, 8.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
10, 9, 8.
Oh, 10, then a 9, then an 8.
Yes.
All right. All right. All right. Let's do it one more time. Okay. Actually, the same setup phrase. And I'm pausing here to think about if I have another technique I want to bring up right now. I'm working with a group. Yeah, I'll add that. I know. Let's do what we did. Let's repeat the basic shortcut recipe. Okay. Even though I have this
even though I have
remaining
this fear
Even though I have this
Sorrow.
remaining sorrow
related
regarding my
to
substance use,
related to
I
missing my
deeply
kids,
I deeply
and completely accept
and
myself.
completely
I deeply and
accept myself.
completely accept myself.
Even though
Even
I have
though
this remaining
I have this
Even
remaining
though I have
fear
this remaining sorrow
related to
related
at a
to
level
substance use,
related to yeah.
missing
I
my
deeply
I
and completely
deeply
accept
and
myself.
completely
I
accept
deeply and
myself.
completely accept myself.
Third time. Even though I have
Even
this,
though
I feel this remaining
I feel this remaining
Sorrow.
fear
related
Level.
to
related to my substance use.
Related
I
to
deeply
missing my
and
kids.
completely
and
accept
completely
myself.
accept
Deeply
myself.
and completely accept myself.
This remaining
This remaining fear.
emotion, whatever it is.
This remaining emotion.
This
Sorrow.
remaining,
This remaining fear.
This remaining sorrow.
this remaining
This remaining
emotion,
This remaining sorrow.
this remaining,
This remaining
This
fear.
remaining sorrow.
this remaining,
This remaining
This remaining sorrow.
this remaining emotion,
This remaining sorrow.
this remaining,
This remaining sorrow.
and this remaining emotion. Okay?
This remaining sorrow.
All right, let's take a moment. Let's take a moment, folks, to reflect. And if the emotion has changed, certainly feel free to change it on your column. If it hasn't, great. But record a number that would reflect your current level of affect. Okay. All right. Now, now very quickly, compared to number 3, I think we just did number 4, right? So compared to number 3, did it go up, down, or stay the same? Or did the emotion change? Okay, James stayed the same. John went down. I missed Amber and Mark. Yours went up? Okay, great. Mark? All right, cool.
Yeah, so I would say, but there was a slight, here's the thing, is that I began to, maybe even before this time, to reflect more on a different emotion that was more positive relative to, because I'll just tell you what I wrote down. When I respond to somebody in anger or with impatience, and I regret that, and very often I feel shame, but I also recognize that it's right for me to regret the behavior and then look hopeful to an opportunity to correct that. So that would be something that I might even experience at the first level.
Okay.
I almost changed to hope. The emotion almost
Yeah.
changed to hope. Yeah.
Yeah. Is
Okay,
that
all right.
my bad response gives me an opportunity to reach out to that person and ask for their forgiveness.
Yeah, I
So
think I
it
felt
sounds to
something
me.
similar.
I'm sorry, James. I didn't mean to talk over you.
So I thought I felt something similar to that, potentially the emotion changing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It is not unusual for those kinds of things to happen either in session. We have a therapist, which I am not, by the way. A therapist would, might refer to that as reframing, looking at something in a different way, a cognitive shift, a paradigm shift, whatever. Maybe
Yeah.
not a paradigm shift, but a different way of viewing something,
Reframing, certainly.
Right. So I view both those things as positives. Okay, good. So I don't know to what extent that was beneficial to you on that event, but I want you to look at the other 2 events now. Now, please, the other 2, whatever they were that you wrote down that bug you or whatever. Take the second one and the third one, but consider them individually and take a little time to do this. No rush. How do you, when you bring number 2 to mind right now, is the emotion the same? Is the strength of that emotion the same? Write your number down, please, for number 2. Then, in as much as you can, kind of clear your head and do the same thing for number 3. And again, please wave when you're ready. Thank you. Thanks. All right. I'm curious. Number 2. Let's talk about your number 2 event, everybody. Whatever it was, it doesn't matter what it is. Did the number that you just recorded, was the number you just recorded higher, lower, or the same as it was when you reflected on it 20 minutes ago? Take a look at number 3, please. Again, same question. Did it go up, down, or did it stay the same?
I
In
almost,
most cases, go ahead, James.
I almost forgot about number 3. You know, whenever I read it this last time, I was like, oh yeah, I'm surprised I even wrote about that one. But then when I rethink about it, it goes right back to the same level.
Okay. All right. And that's cool. You didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with the process either. I expected that. In the majority of those cases I just asked you about, I saw lots of thumbs down. This is what we in EFT refer to as the generalization effect, meaning when one taps on one specific issue, whatever it may be, doesn't matter too much. But the generalization effect describes or recognizes the phenomenon. Great. Oh well. Recognizes a phenomenon that when we work on one issue, whether it's an emotional issue, spiritual issue, well, let me say that again. Let me back up. Whether it's a physical issue or an emotional issue, other issues that might bother us that we might not even be thinking about in the background are also lowered in intensity. We call this the generalization effect. So you have now, all of you have the knowledge of the 9 points in the basic shortcut recipe, and you know how to use a setup statement. Even though I feel annoyed when I think about my partner or my coworker that sniffs constantly, I deeply and completely accept myself. Do that 3 times, proceed through the points with a reminder. That's it. That's the basic shortcut recipe. Mark, I shared this with everyone 2 weeks ago. Mark knows me well. I have been studying emotional intelligence. I prefer to call it emotional competence since I was in my early 30s, out of a sense of felt need. And I have never found anything like EFT, anything that was nearly as powerful and transformational and reliable to catalyze personal change, personal positive change. It's brought many benefits to my life. I've had physical healing. I've had emotional healing. I think I shared with y'all last time. All my adult life, all my life, I've had anger toward my father for some things that he did when I was young, and that really had a lot to do with my emotional and behavioral dysregulation that I've experienced for much of my life. And it's even, in a way that I can't explain, has brought me back full circle to a relationship with the Creator, which for most of my adult life was just not there. I hope that this benefits all of you. I hope that you will continue to use it. And I hope that today's training was meaningful to you. I believe that if each of you continue to use it, especially with a practitioner that's received a measure of training as I have, you'll benefit tremendously. Now it's time for me to be quiet and listen to you. What are your thoughts? If you have.
Yeah, no, I think I like it. You had mentioned feeling in your pelvic floor when you touched one of the other spots. I look forward to kind of being able to identify the different parts of my body that are stimulated by these different points. Whenever I have the ability to actually pay attention to those, and then that'll help me, I think, grow my ability to use this in general. But I do feel the general relaxation.
And that is
Yeah.
the point. That is the point, as we talked about last time, James. And thank you for the comment. To any extent that we are upset and at loggerheads with ourselves, we have elevated levels of cortisol floating in our bloodstream, and that's not a good thing. It also causes, if we're sufficiently stressed, strongly, or even moderately, much of the time, blood flow to the prefrontal cortex is limited, and therefore it doesn't have oxygen and glucose to function. So it's a great way to keeping calm. Also keeps you at peak cognitive performance ability. Now, does anyone have any questions? All right. Well, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Dad. We're glad to have you on for another training session, and we hope maybe you'll come back in some time and help us practice this a little bit more, and we'll probably have new issues and new events to put down on paper then. Thanks for preparing the document that we sent out and everything. So,
You're welcome.
from here, what we'll do is end our live portion of the chat, and I'll do that now. And we can continue on with our post-stream chat like usual. Let's say goodbye, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Okay, we're no longer live, and I'll